Welcome, San Mateo Consortium. I'm so sorry that I can't be with you today, but I'm so much looking forward to delivering the Take Charge of Your Talent program with you through your consortium efforts this coming spring. It's an exciting program, and it's one that's helped thousands of people in local governments, high-tech companies, and professional organizations around the world to make greater use of their talent and to have fun doing it. And I want you and every one of you to have those benefits, plus many more from your organizations. So I'd like to take just a few moments to share with you some of the insights that we've gained over the past 2 decades in researching what it takes to bring out the best talent from people and what each of us can do to unlock more of that talent and to have fun and excitement in our careers in doing that. So one of the things that struck us in researching thousands of people in very high-performing organizations like yours, in fact, a number of cities in California, was that 30 to 40% of talent lies untapped, even amongst the best and brightest in our organizations and the best of those organizations. It isn't that people aren't working hard, it's that they're not making the highest and best use of their talent. And many of you probably feel that as well in your work. Have a sense that, gosh, couldn't there be something more I could be doing with my talent? You know, look at the things that are holding me back. And isn't there more that I could be doing with people in my organization to help them enjoy even more of their talent as well? So there's something in it for each of us. And in fact, we found that those who use more of their talent have a higher level of job satisfaction. So it's in all of our interests as managers of our own talent and as managers of the talent of others to figure out how we can help be our most effective in these roles. So what does Take Charge of Your Talent do? It provides 3 keys that are critical to unlocking the talent within each of us. These are keys that we've learned through 2 decades of work on the latest neuroscience in terms of what brings out best brain performance, the psychology of how top performers can work effectively, and 2 decades of coaching local government leaders and leaders in industry with the programs that many of you have participated in. So those 3 keys are the following, and we're going to have a workshop on each of these 3 keys so that you have the time and opportunity not just to learn what these keys are, but to put them into practice for yourself so that they actually deliver value for you. So the first key is to power up your talent story. We each have a story about our talent. Usually it's a story that's something like, I could be doing wonderful things, but, the following things get in my way. And we all have challenges that we face in our day-to-day activity. The opportunity, though, is to see, well, what are our true hopes for our talent? And how can we be taking actions to move forward? So what we've created is a structure for the first key. It's called a talent catalyst conversation. And a talent catalyst is like a catalyst in chemistry, something that stimulates a reaction, precipitates a response, gets results. And that's what you're going to learn to do, is how you can be catalysts for one another. And you're going to have the opportunity in about 15 minutes time to have a conversation that many people report is extraordinarily useful for them, and in a number of instances create major breakthroughs for them just in the conversation itself. And you're going to discover how you can do that for one another and how you can do that for people back in your teams. We're going to come back after that first workshop and do the second workshop on accelerate through obstacles. That's the second key. Critical thing to figure out, how can we take those obstacles that get in our way and actually use them as springboards for more successful results. And what we found is that there are critical things that get in the way of most people as they go about achieving their goals and objectives and the hopes that they have for their talent. And we provide a diagnostic for you to figure out exactly which of those are important to you, and then provide 15 tools, each of which that's tied to specific circumstances that you may be facing, so that you can cull out of this what's going to really work for you and how to do that effectively. And again, you're going to be doing that with others who can help you see another perspective of yourself, and we conclude that workshop with a very powerful speed planning session. Now, some of you probably know about speed coaching that I created for the Cal-ICMA Coaching Program, and have participated in that, a fast-moving way to get perspectives on your career. Well, speed planning is a parallel activity for planning how to get your talent moving effectively and quickly for you, and works in a similar way with somebody, again, your talent catalyst, who will be stimulating that discussion for you. And then finally, the third key is the one that on how to multiply the payoffs for yourself and others. So it's not just enough to have the talent, it's critically important how you translate that talent into something that's tangible for yourself. So what we're going to do is share with you ways that you can make your talent tangible as career assets for yourself, as things that you can highlight to others that you've accomplished so that you can illustrate that for your career advancement, but also how it translates into being organizational assets that are highly valuable to your organization and enable you to grow and expand through it. So what comes out of all this for you and for the people who join you in participating is really a very dramatic leap in the use of your talent. We've done this with teams all over the world, and we found that on average there's a 20% increase in the use of talent and a 13% increase in levels of satisfaction. And for some people, these increases are dramatic, the doubling of what they were previously. So some very powerful results that come forward for people who are willing to engage and participate in this in an effective way on behalf of themselves and others. Now, who should participate? Well, what I hope is that every one of you, every city manager in the consortium, every county executive, and department heads and middle managers and others that have been part of your Leadership Academy will participate in this session, because it works very effectively up and down in organizations and across. So it's not as if it's only for certain people and not for others. It really works very effectively in pulling your talent forward and in pulling the talent forward in people throughout your organization. So I hope that you will encourage multiple people from your organizations to participate, as you'll be developing a cadre of talent catalysts that can be a powerful resource for your organization on into the future. And we'll have a number of resources that will be available for you in going forward with this. Not only is there the book, Take Charge of Your Talent, we also have a participant guide that becomes your personal workbook for going through the program and developing and creating the story for your talent moving forward into the future. So I hope that this has stimulated you to be interested in the opportunities that are here. We're going to be creating a special website page just for the San Mateo Consortium so that all the resources will be there, additional video clips and other things that will be of interest will be at hand. There'll also be copies of the presentation materials and other things that we'll be using. So it'll be a real resource center for you, as well as we'll be using some dynamic online surveys and other things to really help hone this program on what's going to be of the highest use and value to each of you. So look forward to having you join us. If you have any questions about it, please send me an email, give me a call. I'd love to hear from you, as I'd really look forward to helping each and every one of you make the most of your talent and have the satisfactions and rewards that that brings. Thanks so much, and look forward to your participation.